Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our test server and we are looking at the trials of Belinda. So we're going to go through here, we're going to test her out, see exactly where she comes in within the guild trials. Hopefully the damage is going to be there, guys. Now that is really the big hinge. So I played around with her a little bit. We put it at 560, so we're running a 200 level deficiency in here. Now this was one of the teams that I wanted to look at, was building out, and I thought Palmer in here, I thought Halos in here, couple different variations. So it seems like overall, similar to like an Ainz comp, you're gonna have to keep her safe. That is gonna be one of the big things, guys, is with her being kind of a glass cannon, the burst damage, even having her here kind of built out, we're gonna run it, see exactly what she can do at a 200 level deficiency. So let's slow it down a little bit. So even boom, she's the first one that ults, guys, which is very, very imperative. Now, based on the artifacts you put on there, ult number 2 just melts everybody, guys. Look at that, 383 million damage from the ults. Now, I specifically put Halos in here because Halos, as you've seen, Halos will actually buff her up right in the very beginning. Let's try Palmer in here. So I'm actually gonna exit out of this. I wanna try Palmer in the formation. And again, I feel like Hendrik in here is going to be very strong as well, just for the simple fact that he is going to protect Belinda. If she does take that fatal damage, he will go ahead and block her. Also running our shield right in here, running Sonya here, will actually put a big damage reduction rate on her back line. Boom, right there, the golden roses go up in the entire back line. Even with Orin over here, doesn't seem like he's doing enough damage to take Belinda down, but it might be pretty close. Hendrik, of course, just blocking her, and she still gets all 5 kills. Look at that, guys. Even with Palmer's 392, so a little bit more damage there. But overall, guys, again, it seems like she is going to be just the Ainz 2.0. Now this one, based on Salakai, now we do have the awakened version of Brutus in here. Again, I just tried the first one with some Lightbearers. This one, I'm going to go ahead and run some Maulers in here. Again, a 200 level deficiency in here is pretty high. Normally about 160, 180, because when you look at a majority of game modes, and look at that ultimate ability, guys, it is just wicked when she ults. It is incredibly cool to see. Just blows up the entire map. It's kind of crazy in there. 515 million damage in there. And again, having the heavier tanks like Brutus in there, having Anasta in there, even having Entendre in there, again, Salakai for some buffs. It seems like that is going to be the way to do it. Running the Wilders in here, again, we put the awakened version of Solus in here. You could swap it out for a couple different Wilders, but putting some solid tanks up front, I feel like is gonna be a big requirement. And I want to see kind of where her damage falls when it comes to Solus and when it comes to her. Again, guys, look at how fast she ults. Very fast with that ultimate ability, which is awesome to see. Boom, takes him down in the first, 16 seconds. 324, 201 from Solus. So Solus still doing a considerable amount of healing in there. But again, remember, Belinda's SP effect is based on the energy regeneration. So if she's not in teams that are going to give her energy, it's not going to work. It's not going to work as well. Now this one, I went with kind of an off team here. You can see we have Frampton in here, so I put Kanisa, and we did put Vithiel in here. Again, looking at the Celestials and Hypogeans, we can go a couple different ways with this. We could even put Halos in here and see what we can do in here with the formations. Again, I've been going through and just running different scenarios, seeing exactly what we could do. Now, Vithiel, of course, is going to buff Belinda. Halos, the same. Halos has a buff up on Belinda. Halos also has a buff up on the awakened version of Aziz. Right there, guys, that was a double ult that melted everything down. 402. I want to see that one more time. Her energy regeneration is huge. It is very fast, guys, that she ults. Boom, Halos ulted. Boom, there is the first one from Belinda. There's the second one within a couple seconds. That is going to be huge, guys. I can see her boss fights with, again, running like a Palmer, running the twins in there, running a couple different heroes. It seems like it's going to be pretty broken in here. Now, Graveborn, we have Kayleen. I have Alna in here. You know what? I'm going to put Treznar in here. No, I'm going to put Hodgkin. Hodgkin's a really good one, guys. Again, as a buffer, as a crowd controller, Hodgkin does well. Now, one thing in here I hate dealing with is Alero, guys. If you're fighting Alero, he is just an absolute pain in the ass. Same with Leofric, because Leofric actually makes Kinesa immune, so you can't do any damage to Kinesa. So it's kind of a tough one, and you can see Alero right over there with Belinda. Not even sure we're going to win this one. See Belinda taking a lot of damage right there if she can get an ult off, which she does not. Nope, we're not going to win this one. Again, this one kind of a tough team to deal with, guys. Maybe a Kayleen, because Kayleen will actually offer quite a bit of crowd control. Also having the awakened version of Baden in here. Again, quite a bit of crowd control in here. I'm hoping that makes a big difference. See, Kayleen went down too early. Leofric is tough to deal with, guys. Kinesa and Rook and Leofric are two that are pretty tough to deal with in here. But I'm going to have to find a formation that works at this level. Let's try Fane in here. There's a lot of Graveborn heroes that I don't really use very much. Fane being one. I don't have him built. Treznar being another. Again, I don't have him built. But even there, guys, Baden went down pretty fast. I wonder if possibly some dimensional heroes. You know what? Let's clear this out. My thought is thinking of like the Ainz formation is running kind of similar. So putting like Albedo in there. I'm thinking, again, kind of running the formation similar to what we see with like an Ainz formation. You know what? Let's try it this way. I'm just wondering, again, just kind of brainstorming teams here. We're going to get the aura from Arthur, which means, of course, Belinda is going to attack faster. We're going to get the buffs up from Joan. Again, Merlin with the mitigation in here. Belinda can ult again. Boom. Guys, that ult is just wicked to see. Again, it is Kinesa and Leofric. But look at the burn, guys. She also does the burn. So getting that one down, 648 million, guys. Her damage is crazy. Her damage is crazy, absolute crazy high. Again, it seems any of these formations where you're going to have the ability to buff her up. I could even see like Vithiel in here. Again, I know we ran him in a couple different comps, but again, putting him in here or putting a couple heroes in here, even putting like an Estrilda. Again, because Estrilda is going to buff up, Vithiel is going to buff up, really just amplifying the damage that we're going to see coming out of this hero. It is crazy to see. Again, a lot of different formations that we could make this work. So this is all buffs, guys. Let's see. Because right off the bat, she gets almost killed, but she gets Halos's buff right off the bat. There's ult 1, ult 2, and Rosaline didn't even get a chance to buff her because of the energy regeneration that we're picking up from Halos. Let me see that again, guys. Remember, the energy regeneration that we're picking up from Halos is huge in here. It is huge. Because that SP effect, look at that. Guys, Rosaline doesn't even get close. Wow. That is going to be huge. Absolutely huge, guys. The PvP aspect of it, again, the SP effect of it, all attribute buffs and energy recovery she receives from her allies are increased. Now, again, buffs and energy recovery. Now, energy recovery, of course, coming from Halos in here. When an ally helps Belinda recover energy, which he does, she will grant them the Blaze of Glory effect for 8 seconds. Whenever an ally with this skill uses an active skill, it will trigger a cleansing flame, damaging the target and nearby enemies. Every certain number of times Blaze of Glory is used, Belinda will become possessed by the Divine Flame or have her current possession extended by 5 seconds. So if you look at the beginning of this, I believe she picks up the Divine Flame right at the beginning. I think that is the little Divine Flame before the first ult, guys. About 5 seconds in, she already has that Divine Flame. She just killed everyone in 8 seconds at a 200 level deficiency. Literally just melted teams in a couple seconds. That is absolute insanity. All right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Wanted to test her out, see exactly where her damage comes in. Seems super broke is what I'm thinking. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.